Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to recap a dark comedy horror film, The Babysitter, released in the year 2017. The movie starts when the 12-year-old teen, Cole, tries to talk himself out of taking the vaccine that he needs to take, but ends up taking it. It appears that in school, he's bullied, but cannot really stand up for himself. On his way home, a group of bullies, led by Jeremy, his classmate, took turns insulting him and even got physical with him. This stops when B, his babysitter, stops his bullies and whispers to Jeremy threatening words that even make him cry. She even destroys his bike's wheel as a cherry on top to scare the bullies away. B helps Cole up and kisses his palms to relieve his pain. Cole's parents are always out of town, so his parents hired B to babysit him, even at his age. However, Cole doesn't mind because B is pretty cool and beautiful. As a teen going through puberty, having a hot babysitter feels like a dream. To make him feel better, B tells Cole that they'll have a party tomorrow night, just the two of them. Cole has a good relationship with both of his parents, but even they can't deny that Cole is a little too much of a stay-in-a-comfort-zone kind of guy and over-worried by even the smallest things, such as spiders and driving. His dad asks him if his friends are bullying him for having a babysitter, and Cole says that they are, but they instantly feel jealous upon seeing B. One day, his best friend, Melanie, dares him to stay up all night to see what B is up to, or if she brings boys to his house to do the deed. Coincidentally, he sees her flirting with a guy. Since both his parents are going out of town again, he takes that chance to spy on her that night. That night, the two of them have fun partying, even if it's just the two of them. They also swim by the pool and eat whatever they want. Every time B is over, Cole makes the most of it by enjoying her company, the same way she enjoys his. The two of them talk about his interests, and B listens intently to him. They play by the pool and watch a movie on a huge projector outside his house. Later that night, B tells Cole to sleep, but he answers that he's not that tired yet. To make him sleep, B gives him a double shot of alcohol, but he just dumps it on the nearby plant while she's not looking. He also stays up that night and reports to Melanie what happened inside the house. A little later, a group of people come inside the house, and Melanie encourages him to watch what B and her friends are up to. Quiet as a mouse, he sneaks out and watches them from the second floor. B and her high school friends, Max the jock, Allison the cheerleader, John the class clown, and Sonia, a goth, are in one friend group. Samuel is not part of them, but is still there because B invited him. He sees them in a circle, playing an adult version of Truth or Dare through Spin the Bottle. He gets excited when B gets a dare to kiss everyone in the circle, and he enjoys every single second of it. When it was Samuel's turn, things took a weird and terrifying turn. B stabs his head with 2 knives, but what makes it weirder is that no one in the friend group reacted badly, and instead collected his blood using a chalice. It turns out that B and her friends are in a demonic cult, and Samuel is just their unfortunate victim to be sacrificed to the devil for their wishes to come true. Shocked to his core, Cole could only watch in silence as they casually joked around a dead body. B takes out a book that contains the devil's verses that are crucial for their rituals. They have to recite the verse while the blood of their human sacrifice hits the page. He gets more terrified when he hears them planning to head to his room because they need an innocent's blood to complete the ritual. He scrambles and heads back to his room. He immediately calls the police to report what's been happening in his house and to call his mother. He also gets a pocket knife and puts on his shoes so he can jump from his room. However, he couldn't jump because he's scared. When he hears them coming upstairs, he goes to his bed and pretends to be asleep. They enter his room, and B and Sonia sit on his bed. He learns that the supposed alcohol that B gave him earlier is full of drugs that should knock him up till the morning. Assuming that he's in a deep sleep, Sonia draws his blood using a huge needle. Cole is terrified of needles, but he endures his fear because he has found his new fear, B and her demonic cult. He also discovers that every time they're doing a human sacrifice, they have to draw out an innocent's blood, so B treasures him, but At the same time, she could easily find another innocent boy in another town. After drawing out his blood, they leave the room except for B, who notices that its windows are open. When Cole thinks everyone is left, he throws out a makeshift rope. However, B is aware that he's awake and watches him as he gets disoriented from having a large amount of blood taken from him and faints. He wakes up, tied in a chair with a demonic cult in front of him. One is even shirtless, and he doesn't know why. While talking with B, Cole uses the pocket knife to untie the rope that's binding him. However, B was smart enough to put a mirror beside him so they could see what he was doing. He tries to feign ignorance of what they're doing inside his house, and B tells him that the blood is for a science project. Sonia was about to untie him since B thinks that he doesn't know what they did to Samuel. However, a patrol car pulls over in their driveway. This angers B because she realizes that Cole has seen something. Seeing that she won't believe any of his made-up excuses, he starts shouting for help. 2 cops barge into the room and point guns at them. However, Cole's joy was short-lived when Max threw a crowbar that severely injured the cop. Before falling to his knees, he manages to shoot Allison in the chest. B, on the other hand, sneaks up on the other cop and slits his throat. Max then kills the other cop by using the crowbar inside of his head. The police radio communication then alarms all of them to ask the officers, now dead, if they need backup. B threatens Cole to give the codes to say that it's all clear. Cole tries his luck and gives a code that says, "Send police emergency," but B can see right through his lies. He doesn't have much choice and tells the codes for all clear and is just out to grab something to eat. Allison, who was shot in the chest, starts screaming because her chest had just gone through surgery and is ruined. Seeing that they're distracted by Allison's whining, Cole takes this opportunity to escape. John runs after him, but Cole manages to push him from the 2nd floor and he falls to the 1st floor, impaling himself with a trophy. Max and Sonia run after him while V cleans the house. Cole uses the makeshift rope he made, and since Max is pulling the rope, it rips, making him fall from his room on his back. He starts running, enduring the pain, and goes to the warehouse his father owns. He gets supplies inside and plans how to eliminate them. With his supplies, he crawls under his house to hide where the spiders and dead rats and rat traps are. However, Sonia stops in her tracks and thinks that Cole is hiding there, so she also gets inside with a flashlight. Sonia, being the goth that she is, likes spiders, so she doesn't mind being there. Thinking that Cole is not under the house, Sonia decides to leave. However, Cole throws the spider and lands on the mousetrap, disclosing his location. While Sonia approaches him with a huge knife, he lights up the fireworks he found in the warehouse, but it misses. When she's near enough, he pushes her to the mousetraps and goes outside of the hole while drilling its door. While the fireworks still has its fire on, he sprays bug spray, making it explode. However, it's still not over since Max is still pursuing him. He takes B's advice and kicks his crotch, but he misses once again. Max holds him by the neck, but Jeremy, his bully, comes to his house, which distracts Max. He drops Cole and encourages him to not let Jeremy bully him like that. Cole tries to ask for Jeremy's help, but he doesn't believe him. Max enjoys the hunt and likes it when Cole stands up for himself, so he doesn't let him go. Cole runs to his treehouse, but Max still follows him there. However, Max falls and dies by being suffocated and hanged to death by a rope swing. B comes out with a large gun, so Cole runs to Melanie's house, where she's home alone. He tells him about the situation, and they immediately hide when they realize B is still following him, even inside Melanie's house. They enter a room where Cole apologizes to her for dragging her into this mess and promises that he'll fix everything. He tells her to call the cops and say the code that says "man down," so they know it's an emergency. Before leaving her inside that room, she kisses him. He returns to his house only to see all the lights are out and the mess has been cleaned. She approaches Allison, who's pretending to be dead, and later tries to kill him with a knife. However, B shoots her with the cop's gun. Cole then gets the book with the devil's verses and a lighter to threaten B that he'll burn it. B is threatened because it's the only copy. He discovers that the bee that he used to know used to be like him, until she learned how to do demonic rituals to get what she wants. She also tries to talk him into telling the police that her friends attacked them, but they survived together, and entices him by telling him that he could have whatever he wants, since he'll be gaining a wish too from the ritual. However, Cole still burns the book and runs outside while Bee tries to save the book. He crashes Melanie's father's car into his house, hitting Bee with it and leaving her to die after saying an emotional goodbye to her. The police and medical help arrive, as well as his really worried parents. He then tells them that he doesn't need a babysitter anymore. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more movie recaps. Hit the like button if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching!